Hey family, hey, good morning. It is Saturday morning and I was like, I need to get on here. I have not showed you guys what's been going on over here. It's been a lot, but not a lot because with the weather calming down a little, and when I say weather calming down, that just means it's not in the high 90s. We're about 86, we in Georgia, and 86, 84s. I think today's supposed to be about 84. So we're calming down a little bit. It's still hot, but we get cooler nights or whatever. So let me show you what's been going on. I've done a lot of things. I've done a lot of cleanup. Still a lot to go. Let me show you. All right, we still got watermelon growing. Not sure if it's gonna make out to anything, but hey, it's not doing anything wrong. It's doing its thing. It's got flowers on it and stuff, so we're gonna leave it. We got some collard greens. Surprisingly, that collard green popped up out of nowhere in one of my other beds from last year. So hoo-hoo, shout out to Gina versus Gina. She did send me some collard greens because for some reason I could not find any. Look over there, I got an onion from last year coming back up. Pretty cool. I got some potatoes and this that's just coming back up. I don't know. They popping up. I'm letting it do what it does. We got we got potatoes coming out of there. Again, don't remember planting those, but okay. We actually have a watermelon right here. I have protected it a little bit to try to get one more watermelon for the last season. We got the bells still really doing good. These are my white bell peppers. These are my white bell peppers, and they actually looking really good still. They're actually pretty tasty. I got some more potatoes coming up from, I guess, earlier in the season. Now, let me tell you guys, these marigolds are just doing their thing, but they will take over your bed. Hear me when I tell y'all, it will take over your bed. Okay? So, I got beans coming up, which I'm excited about because I did not, and I know a lot of people didn't. I did not get the best harvest this year on my beans. So I'm hoping to get something. And look, y'all, I got a couple coming in. So I'm going to probably go ahead and grab those today. My jalapenos are still booming. Look, y'all. Can y'all see that? My jalapenos are still booming. And the plants are still giving me. They still loving on me. Look at those big old things. I don't even know if y'all can see it. Look at those big old things. Looking so good. I did really good this year with that. I did really good with my bells and my peppers. When I say peppers, I mean like my cayennes. This keep on giving me. I've been making powders and everything. Look at that. All of those cayennes on there, looking good. Basil's doing really good. Like I said, it's not a whole lot in the beds, but look at America. Look at that. I pushed it over, thinking that well, let the bees do its thing, but I didn't want to pull it all the way up. But I didn't want it taking over the bed. Them things said that's fine. That's okay. So over here, bell peppers. Again, still giving me bell peppers. Some of them aren't as big, but some of them are still very nice size. Look, nice size. So I also powder my bell peppers just as well so I can have it for seasonings. Again, more cayennes. We just gave a friend some cayenne pepper. So this one, I can see this is where they took it from. And as you can tell, hubby been popping them, not me, because he takes the whole thing, but still got pretty good peppers in there. Basil looking real good. I've been taking the basil, honestly, y'all, and throwing it right back into the bed because there's so much of it. We got sweet potatoes. Now, I started these sweet potatoes, maybe it's been 2 months now. So we're going to see if I get anything I'm going to leave it until it get cold. I'm leaving it until it get cold because I don't need to do anything else to this bed. Now, if the problem that I have is when I want to start planting up something, if I don't have a bed. So because, look, a random potato in there. But because I don't have any plans for this bed right now, it can sit and let it do its thing. So I'm good there. We got our Tabascos still doing really, really good. I mean, the Tabascos have been so prolific. I mean, I got so many Tabascos in the house, but they're doing really, really good. This one was a little one, but actually now I gave it my Roselle, one of my Roselles. I gave it this to shade it a little bit, and it actually came up and got really nice. Looked really good. My Roselle, it's doing good. It's growing, but I don't know. It's my first time. I don't know what the flower's supposed to look like, and I don't know when the flower's supposed to come in. So you guys let me know. When do I supposed to get flowers? Is it more so when it cools down a lot more? Because that is my other Roselle. Do y'all see that tree? That bush? That is all Roselle. It has taken over one of my other beds. There's a bed underneath it, and that's not the bed that it's in. That bed I cannot access right now because the Roselle is happy. This bed right here, I just put some carrot seeds in. It's my round bed. I put some carrot seeds in there, and I'm hoping to get some carrots throughout the cooler days. But what am I to do, y'all? And then I was thinking, real quick, let me tell you what I was thinking. How the hell, if this big old bush gets all of these little red flowers, who's gonna help me take them off? This bush is big as crap. Like, do y'all not see I mean, this thing is humongous. But okay, praise God. We'll keep moving. It's cool. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. But I don't know when I get flowers. Like, is that going to be a flower? Are these little things like this going to be a flower? I don't know. It got so many side shoots and everything else going on. I don't know. I'm a first timer here, y'all. Y'all need to talk to me. Talk to me. Okay. Over here, we got more peppers. Look at them. Look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful. I got yellow peppers. These are the yellow hot wax peppers. More jalapenos coming in. Then here is, I think this is a bell. This, I think, is a bell. I don't see anything on it, so I probably will be pulling it because, of course, if it ain't giving me nothing, it can go now. It's fine. It's done its job. It's giving me plenty. I have so many bell peppers. We got these pretty flowers that overwintered. These were in this bed last year, and I let it seed. And I thought originally I was going to make this bed a flower bed, but then I got greedy and wanted to plant stuff. So I started throwing plants in here. But look, they say you can't stop us. You can't stop us. No, ma'am. Look at all these pretty flowers that's going to come in here. Look, they're coming all through. And at one point I was pulling them thinking they were weeds, and then I forgot that I planted those. More yellow hot wax peppers. This bed is pretty much clear. I'm not sure what I want to do. So when the spring hits, look, I have to fight to get around this thing. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. It is so much. Okay. Now I'm on the other side. Can y'all see? Sheesh. Over here I got some broccoli. I had to put the shade cloth because it was so hot. And with the little babies, it was not doing as great. But, hold on, I'm trying to take this little thing off. My little clamp broke. So I'm struggling, y'all. Okay, there we go. So, we got a couple things in here. Something was eating it up. I did kill a little thingy. I took out a little worm. But I don't know if it's more on there. But it looks like it's actually coming back better. It looks like there's a tomato in there just as well coming up. But so far so good. We got something. We got some kale And I think those are broccolis. So I feel good about that. I need to fix that clip. All right, on this side, I think I have a couple of cabbages, maybe. I got a couple. Again, this year, for some reason, I have been struggling with my starts, and I really think that is due to me not having my soil the way I want to. Stuff is going up, y'all, and you just can't willy-nilly buy soil the way you used to. Here, I have more peppers. We can go this way. But I really started to shade, and then when strawberries going good. I had put some beets and some, I think that was another kale, or a kohlrabi or a kale, something was in there. But the peppers are still doing really, really good over here. All right. My lemongrass, I split my lemongrass to give me 2. Why they try to give me a run for my money, though? Them things were so root bound, I had to cut it with a freaking saw. But gave them a new home, and they look happy. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put some mulch inside of the beds to keep the soil moist. I've added a whole new, let me show y'all. I added a whole little area because, one, I don't like walking in the grass and the grass getting high, especially when I'm trying to harvest and stuff. I want to make sure I can see everything. So I just outlined this part of the backyard so I can do all my gardening stuff, if you guys can see that. You see that? It looks so pretty. Okay, so we have avocados, still doing really, really well. I'm hoping to actually get these big enough to actually do something next year. So we got avocado. We got a potato that I think is about done. We got figs. Look at this, y'all. We got figs coming on. If it's not this one, it's the other one. But we have a lot of new growth coming in right here. I know my figs I got to put away for the cold. That is the only thing I'm putting away for the cold. I'm not fighting this year with all the stuff. This is my new baby, a tangerine. So, of course, we don't have nothing, but look at that baby. I got this one from Tractor Supply. Lowe's had some, but they were all beat up. I had to actually go to Cartersville to even get plants because where I'm at, for some reason, everything seems like they don't have anything out here. So maybe I'm too far out. Look at the figs, though. Can you guys see that? Now, the other thing is, I've never had a fig. I want to taste it. But I don't know when I know they're not ready yet. But I don't know how long it takes for them to get to what they need to get to. But introducing my other new baby, and look, we actually getting some fruit. So I'm so excited. This is my other new baby, also in the ground. It's an orange. It's an orange. And I think, look at the grasshopper. Like, dude, find a life. Which I'm excited about, but I don't know if they're gonna have enough time to get ready. But what I'm excited about is I do see we have life. So I'm excited about that. So I'm definitely thinking next year I can get something. Hoo-hoo, look at that. There's a couple of them on there too. So also from Tractor Supply. Now, this is my sorrel. I chopped it down. No, not sorrel. This is my moringa. I chopped it down because it got really, really tall. And I was like, well, by the time the end of the summer, I don't want to be fighting with it. I was told that it'll grow new stalk, and it did. And it is actually giving me abundant of new stalks. So I think I can probably get one more harvest off of this moringa. I did also hear that you can cut it and just put it in the ground and it'll start up a new one. So I'm trying it. We'll see. They said, and they do overwinter. So they're in the ground and we're going to see what they give me. Here's my lime. I guess like I got, y'all, I guess I got like a slick little orchard area over here. Look at me. Look at me. Yes. Listen, I'm excited. You know, when you sit back and reflect, you're like, okay. So here's my lime. This is the first time in the ground just as well. And it's looking good. Not giving me anything yet. Still getting situated, but I'm okay with that. It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Another one, but this one is actually giving me, I see one here. I see one in there. I had many flowers on here, but the heat has been taking them out. So now that it's getting a little cooler, I think I might actually get one or two this year. But I'm excited. Also in the ground. I'm not taking these things in and out, in and out, in and out. If it doesn't make it through the winter, I'm gonna learn a lesson. This is just a flower. Now this right here, y'all, this is a cutting. Broke Farmer told me that I could do cuttings, and I did. And that is a cutting that's growing so big. I cut it last year, right around the time it started to cool down, and I had it in the greenhouse, and then I just brought it out. And look, y'all, I actually got my own lemon tree. I think it's gonna be, I took it from this one. So I think this actually might be a hybrid of a lemon and a lime. We're gonna see. So I tried doing it again on this one, this large one right here. We're gonna see if that does well. I got my bay leaves. I've been actually harvesting these. So I harvest them more so when they look like this color, the darker. And they dried out. These are fresh, so I won't harvest these, but I will harvest those. Same thing, another lemon, and then my bay leaf. This one is actually shooting straight up, surprisingly, but as you can tell, I've been cleaning it up on the sides and harvesting. So, but these are about ready. These are cherry trees. Here's my cherry. This is a Bing. This is a Bing. Now, again, first time, I did chop this. Let me see if I can show you. I chopped this in there. Can you guys see that? And this is the new growth it's giving me. I'm excited because it was shooting straight up. Now it's actually bushing out, which is more so what I want, because I don't want anything that I have to climb up for and do the most. Whew, these bugs are already out here, y'all. Same thing. This is another Bing, which I need to get a pollinator. I have to get another one to pollinate both of them, because they were what is it called, forest trees or whatever, online. They actually sent me these. They were buy one get one free, and I ordered one. I thought I knew they was gonna send me two, but I thought they was gonna at least send me, you know, something that's gonna help pollinate it. But they sent me the same exact tree. So this definitely looked like it has disease, but because it has all this new growth, I'm not worried about it. Again, I don't know where the new stuff's supposed to come in at, but we got a whole bunch of new growth, so I'm not worried about it. It's fine. These are all new leaves. You can tell because they're not, you know. But again, I just put this in the ground this year. Well, this summer. I can't say this year. This summer, and so I'm not worried about it. We'll see what it does next year. Again, we keeping everything outside. The only thing I will probably bring inside will be my bay trees, my bay leaves, and my figs. Those are the only things I'll probably put in the she shed. Okay, let's go to the other side of the yard, y'all. Okay, so we're on the other side of the yard. Here today, I got my fabric cloth. I'm gonna go ahead and clean all of this up and lay down cloth. So then I have this whole area to do my garden stuff. And some of it is also just, again, I feel like if I kill the grass further enough that I don't have to worry about it creeping up into the beds anymore. So we're gonna clean up this. I'll probably take this one and either put it over here or move it closer to the fence. The reason why I want to move it closer to the fence is because through this whole summer, it's been doing well. But I know it's been doing well because of this big old tree. But I want to get rid of this big old tree because it's blocking, well, it was. I've cut back. I had my boy cut back a lot of the branches. It was blocking a lot of the new tree that I actually want, the apple trees. And they are doing really, really good. This one doesn't have much, but I see a lot of new buds. So that tells me it's good, it's happy. I think it was just because it was shaded out. And what I've seen is a lot of the trees, when I put them in the ground, it looked like it get diseased first, but then it looks like it comes back and it's fine. But in this bed, look, avocado. And look at the stalk on the avocado. That's a really good stalk. And again, that's just from me throwing my seeds in here from composting. Then look at the green beans that I need to pick. We actually got green beans in here. And when I tell you, I barely come over here and mess with this bed. So I just feel like you're a rock star. So you got to live. You got the right to live. My rosemary, doing good. I took a couple of big chunks of a lot of this stuff. This is lavender. I'm assuming it's going to come back. So I'm going to leave it. Look at the apple tree, y'all. I know I'm not going to get anything. But that is just so stinking beautiful. I'm not even quite sure like how it all works yet. But sometimes nature is just beautiful in itself. So the corn is trying to corn, y'all. And I'm going to let it for a little bit till I get sick and tired of being sick and tired. I do got my onions in here because this is where I'm putting on my onions. I see a potato. That's a potato coming through. Look at that, y'all. That's a potato. Look at the onions. They're doing good. I don't want them to be too wet. But the onions there. I got onions there. I got the Walla Wallas. And I think this is the yellow hybrid. So I want onions all in this bed. I am really still learning about the water system and how to make it work to where not just one part of the bed is wet or moist. Because like, look at this. This is real moist. But that's because I got this here. These drippers, it's not as, it's moist, I guess, on the soil, but it doesn't show as moist on the actual straw. So, oh, I forgot to show y'all this baby. This baby is still trying to give me more stuff. I had one on there I pulled. Here go another one coming. That one I hand pollinated myself because I wasn't sure. It looks like we still got some vine borer treatment, but I think because of cool off, it's not as bad. But it's no big deal. Just again, letting it do what it does. All right, and here I got garlic, and I actually see a couple of the garlics. Now I did want to. I'm trying to keep them to not burn out, but I actually look at that, y'all. I'm just trying to make sure the sun don't burn them out because, you know, garlic don't like all that heat like that. Look, got a couple of them popping up. Now, I put quite a few in here. So, get out of here. I'm finding them now as I'm looking with you guys because I haven't been in. I'm just letting it do what it do. But I'm trying to make sure I give it its space and its time, but not bother it too much. But I see about 6 or so. So, I'm excited. Some of the weeds and grass already, but that's okay. But yeah, so we got garlic in there. And again, trying to give it a little shade so it doesn't stress it out. So here we have my excited grape, my muscadines. I'm still getting a couple of more. I've been pulling them, y'all. You see it's not as full. I've been pulling them because I want to make some muscadine jelly. So I have been pulling them and just freezing them for now. We still got peppers in here, which again, I'll probably be pulling soon if they're not doing anything. Like this one right here doesn't seem to be doing anything else. Next year, I probably won't plant anything in here except maybe something very, very light to the soil. Nothing that's going to need a lot of energy because I don't want the muscadines fighting with these. And these are not completely in ground. I think the grape side might be, the muscadine side might be more into the soil versus I still got the cloth here. So I don't want nothing fighting to try to get food and energy. So I also realized I put some of these beds with like the sticks and all that stuff. And now the beds are getting really, really low. I don't know if I like that method as much. I think on bigger raised beds, maybe they're better because it has the time to break down. But I think on smaller beds, oh, look, I put garlic in here. Look, there's garlic popped up. So that's what I'm saying. Like little things like that, I think I can do. I put a couple over here. I see one. Let me see if I see some over there. Okay. But anyway, so I think what I would like to do is I need to fill all my beds back up with some good soil again. And the good thing is my neighbor, he's been cutting back a lot, so I can probably get back there and get more of those weeds from back there to be done, and then I think we'll get a better harvest next year. So that's one of the game plans. Here, I'm trying to do the little shade cloth because I put I got some beans in here. I put some lettuce in here. I put some kale, I think, in here. Yeah, I got some kale in here, if you guys could see the kales. And because, again, it's still hot out here. That's my little starts. They need some water, but I'm trying to see if I can get the lettuce to do what it does. Because I would really like to have my lettuce. And I still got a bell pepper in here. So we're looking good, y'all. I mean, like I said, it's cooling down. We got more bell peppers. My strawberries completely went kaput because this was not the best place for my strawberries, because as they were growing, they were also dying back because I couldn't get to them. Now, I do have a couple of heads in here I can still save. So I may pull them up and put them somewhere else. But I got to get some soil, y'all. I really need to get some soil. My thyme, I did a big hack on them. But everything is still looking good. Bell peppers still coming through. My beans are finally coming out, y'all. Look at all the beans. They're starting to pop up because it's getting cooler just as well. So I'm excited about that. Excited. More peppers. More peppers. So the ones, look at this, y'all. These are butternut squash, like baby ones, miniature ones. And even though they're green and orange because it looked like they got mixed with something, when I took it in the house, the one that I did get that was a little larger, it actually turned orange as it ripened all the way through. So I'm excited about that. So these little jokers, I don't know if they're going to get bigger because, again, it looks like it's getting powder. You see, but if it does, great. If it don't, it's cool. Peppers still coming through. Bell peppers. Bell peppers. Look at that, y'all. These French marigolds be rocking out. But again, these marigolds take over the beds, y'all. For me, I need my beds to have food in it. So preferably now, I think next year, I'll probably do a lot of marigolds and stuff. But I'll probably do stuff in containers versus in my bed. And just maybe have them outside of maybe the area of the beds. Because that's a lot. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Can y'all see how big and pretty that is? Very, very nice. Good job. I still got plants over here. Over here is the serranos and some more yellow wax and some beans. Yeah, here go a bean. This is a bean plant. There's serranos. Like I said, hubby love his serranos. They're doing really good. Again, they struggled all summer. So now they're popping up, so I'm cool with it. Again, the beans look like they are starting to bean. So give me some beans. These are my yellow wax. These things actually, now let me tell y'all, this plant has suffered all summer. And when I tell you now, it is showing out. Look at that big old thing that the ants got. Ooh, that's crazy, y'all. Look. Can y'all see that? The ants is tearing that thing up. Look. I've never seen that before. I didn't have to get it. They got them. And here I just put a pineapple on the ground. Surprisingly, it's actually doing well. But it's going to probably die over the winter because I'm not potting it up and all that stuff. We got strawberry dust trying to take over. More bells. This is my peppermint. Yeah, see what I'm doing? Just seeding it right back into itself. More peppermint. Man, that peppermint smells so good though. It really does. It really does. This is a flower that I broke yesterday. Crazy part is it looked like it was going to try to root into the peppermints. Well, let's see what it does. More bells. More bells. We still got some of these stinking little, what are they called? The little bugs. They still be out. Not as bad. Definitely not as bad, but they still out. What I'm hoping is that because I've seen this on other people's channel, I keep smelling my hair, y'all, because it smells like peppermint. I'm hoping that as I continue to garden, because this is, I'll say, my first real year gardening here, but that the atmosphere does what it do between the bugs and everything, like it take care itself, where I don't have to really do anything. Let me say this, I didn't have to spray a lot. I only sprayed, and I used 7 when it was like really, really bad. Like it was just like the whole plant pretty much looked like it was black, like black stuff all over it. I'll spray, but I didn't spray every day. I didn't spray 2-3 times a day. I sprayed 1 time, and I was like, if you want to live, this is the help I give you. It's on you. So these mosquitoes, y'all, sheesh. So, but what I say is this. Oh, I forgot to show y'all something else. But yeah, I'm hoping that the bugs and stuff take care of itself. I get the good bugs, I get the bad bugs, and they do what it's supposed to do out here. So I forgot to tell you guys or show you guys the other thing I did, because I've been doing some things over here. I put all my blueberries in the ground. So we've got 1, 2, and then when I was taking out this one right here, it looked like it was 2 in there. So I just made another one right here. So I have 4 blueberry trees now that I'm excited about. And what I think I'm going to do is do like the arch, like how you do the beds. And then I think I'm going to cover it with the netting now. So this way, if I have time, I'm going to cover it with the netting now. So when the season comes, I'm not chasing my tail trying to do it. So I figure if I make the arches big enough now, which gives them enough space to grow, and being able to let the bugs in to pollinate, but just keep it away from the birds, because I got a lot of blueberries, y'all. I got a lot of blueberries last year, but I didn't eat a lot of blueberries last year. Okay. So now that I am in my home, I want to get my blueberries. I want to get them. I want to freeze them, and I want to eat my own stuff. I do not mind sharing, I will say that, but they don't want to share with me, and that's crazy. The other thing is my plums. Let me show y'all. These are the plum trees. Now, they have been in the ground for 1 whole year. Hey Phoebes, I don't see any, it doesn't have disease now. At first it did have disease. It looks pretty good. Again, y'all, I don't know what it's supposed to look like when it starts to flower and things like that. It's giving me leaves, which tells me it's alive and it's doing well. The same thing with this one. This one has a little disease, but still doing well. It still have more good leaves than not. And it's doing well. I don't know if it takes 3 years, 4 years. Now, what I will say is I'm not going to keep a tree back here for about 7 years, and if it doesn't give me anything, because the whole point of this is to be able to feed myself and my family. So if it's not giving me anything, I'm not going to continue to give it housing. That's all I'm saying. So what are you guys doing? Are you guys prepping? Have y'all started your garlic and your onions? I know some places is still really, really hot, like but Texas, I got a lot of people that I follow in Texas, like David and Cece and all of them. But they're putting out their brassicas and stuff. So I don't know. I follow Asia for urban doors, I think it is. But I follow Asia, and she hasn't started her brassicas. She's in Virginia, so I haven't seen her start her stuff yet. No, I lie. Asia did put her stuff out. She hasn't did her garlic and her onions yet. So, what are y'all doing for those who don't in different areas? Are you guys already doing y'all brassicas and stuff? Is it getting cold? Is it still hot like it is here? Look at the sun, y'all. Look at the sun. Is it still hot? Is it still beaming? What are y'all doing? Or do you guys have shade cloth up everywhere? Because that's my next thing. It's like a lot of stuff did okay, but it could have gotten better or done better if I probably would have put some shade cloth. But now I will say, like Asia, some days I'm a lazy gardener. I don't want to have to come out here and fight with shade cloth and all of this. But I will say, my first year gardening, because I want to say this is probably my third year really gardening. And I was so first year, you follow all the guidelines like shade cloth, winter cloths, but that stuff costs money. So as you get used to it, you realize like I started trying to first year I was trying to. They was like, oh, you could take your peppers inside and hibernate them until next year. Listen, y'all, I was doing all type of stuff. Go back and look at some of my videos. I was doing all. Now I'm like, I'll just do it again next year. Like, it's cool. It's. I mean, because this is the thing I've learned in life. I've learned, or how I feel. If you do something that you enjoy, if it becomes a job, then it's not as fun. I enjoy gardening. I enjoy getting out here harvesting. I enjoy watching things grow from nothing to something. I enjoy things just popping up out of nowhere like, I didn't plant that there, but knowing that I compost and things like that, I enjoy that process. I don't want to hate it to where now I feel like, oh, I got to do this. Oh, I got to do that. So I've been I've been more lenient on myself to enjoy the process of, oh, that did well. Okay, well, that didn't do well. What can I do better next time? You know what I mean? Versus, oh my gosh, and getting frustrated and, beating yourself up. Again, I haven't gotten power to my she shed. So this year, I'm struggling with my starts. I truly think I've tried the Coco Core. Now, when I did the Coco Core for some of my plants, which is the one Gina versus Gina sent me, she sent me some collars. I kid you not, I made some Coco Core with some worm castings and some bone blood, and worm casting. Mix it in with the Coco Core and planted my seedlings in it. I kid you not, next day they were up. Now, what I did do also is I soaked it in hot, hot water. So the soil itself was already warm, just as if it was outside. Then when I put it in the house, I put the grow lights on. I put grow lights on it because, again, I don't have the power in the she shed. And I kid you not, literally that next day, I seen little things starting to sprout up. So I was very, very excited about that. But then a lot of my stuff, I have not gotten good germination out of a lot of it. Now, prior years, I would go to the big box Lowe's or the Home Depots, and I would get my soil. And I would go ahead and start my stuff from there. Them prices are going up, y'all. And right now, I got so much going on. I'm not trying to go buy $50, $60 of soil right now. So I'm trying to use what I have. And sometimes it gives me goods, sometimes it's not. So what I'm also going to try is to just maybe throw some seeds in a bed and let it do what it does anyway. Because the reality is this. We do a lot of things to accommodate the seeds that we think we're accommodating the seeds. But the seed's going to grow. Put them in the dirt. They're going to do what they want to do. They're going to do what they do regardless because that's what they are meant to do. What we're trying to do is make bigger plants, healthier plants, make sure that when we bring them out, they can survive. The reality is we just put some soil and make it comfortable enough in the soil and leave it be, cover it maybe to give it a little shading like I did for the carrots. I feel like they'll be fine. So I want to also start doing more things directly in ground. Now my beans, I do in ground. My corn, I do in ground. What else? Watermelons, I do in ground. Potatoes, of course. But a lot of my stuff, I don't. I normally start stuff in the house and try to get them out at that point when they get to a decent size. Now, of course, I understand and I get it. We do that also because, like, we want to prepare our stuff for like, when it's cold, we start planting our tomatoes in house so they can be large enough to come outside when it starts getting warm because we're excited. But the reality is, I am watching tomatoes and stuff just come out of nowhere. So again, if I just put them in the ground, I know they'll do fine. I just may not get the harvest that I want right away. So that's just having patience. But we're learning and we're still doing. So what are you guys doing? Let me know. Please comment. Also, I got my subscribers and I'm excited. But one thing I'm learning, like, everybody, if you guys could hit the like and comment, that'd be good because that'll also help. But anyway, please like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, thank you guys for everything. Thank you for watching. Thank you for those who do comment and like and share. I appreciate all of it. But until next time, bye.